Hey man, thanks for checking out Billy the Kid Adventures as I discuss President Lincoln and his Cleveland visits and memorials. Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860 and carried the state of Ohio despite the plain dealer urging Cleveland residents not to vote for him. Grateful to win Ohio's vote, Lincoln stopped in Cleveland en route from Illinois to his inauguration in Washington, D.C., and stayed at Cleveland's luxurious Weddell House Hotel in downtown Cleveland. While at Weddell House, Lincoln gave a speech from the hotel's second-floor balcony to a large crowd of adoring Clevelanders. Lincoln greeted Clevelanders from the hotel's second-story balcony, thanking them for supporting him in his efforts to unify the country. Later that evening, President Lincoln attended a formal dinner at the hotel hosted by Cleveland's City Council. The hotel room Lincoln slept in at Weddell House during his 1861 Cleveland stay was preserved and later became a shrine to the president following his assassination in 1865. At the turn of the 20th century, the Weddell House was purchased and redesigned by new owner John D. Rockefeller. If you visit the Rockefeller Building today, there are two plaques present noting Lincoln's history with the former site of the Weddell House. Here's another closer look at the plaque detailing the Weddell House and President Lincoln. During Lincoln's Civil War-dominated term as president, he was assassinated in 1865 by John Wilkes Booth. To provide the opportunity for distraught Americans to pay their respects, the Lincoln funeral train journeyed across the country en route to Springfield, Illinois, and included a stop in Cleveland. Cleveland civic leaders agreed the best place to display Lincoln's casket was at downtown's Monument Square, known today as Public Square. Here's a local newspaper article decades later noting the event. As with other stops on the Lincoln funeral train, both the local and national media covered the event. In Cleveland, estimates varied, but the large crowd of Cleveland mourners was estimated at somewhere between 60,000 to 100,000 people. A eulogy for President Lincoln at the Old Stone Church on Cleveland's Public Square coincided with the president's viewing. The bell of the Old Stone Church tolled solemnly for the occasion, in contrast to ringing joyously earlier that month for the end of the Civil War. Today, the original bell from the Old Stone Church is displayed in front of the church with a plaque noting its historical connection with President Lincoln. Dedicated in 1894 and located on Cleveland's Public Square, the Soldiers and Sailors Monument honors Cuyahoga County's Civil War veterans. Related to his key role in the conflict, President Lincoln is featured inside of the monument on a couple of the Civil War-themed panels. Commemorating President Lincoln's birthday in 1932, the city of Cleveland unveiled a statue located at Cleveland's downtown mall. A plaque on Lincoln's statue notes funding for the statue was raised by the school children of Cleveland. And the statue's location on the mall was right by the Cleveland Board of Education at the time. The ceremonial unveiling of Lincoln's statue attracted a large crowd on the mall in Cleveland, with the guest of honor being a descendant of President Lincoln living in Cleveland. Thanks again for checking out Billy the Kid Adventures and President Lincoln in Cleveland. For more unique Cleveland adventures, check out my videos for Margaret Hamilton, Cleveland's Wicked Witch, or the Cleveland Guardians of Traffic. Links below for both. Or check out my graphic novel about growing up on Cleveland's gritty Near West Side called Hey You Punks.